One love, 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 one love. So this is basically back to the time and space screening. Now I'm going to be putting up a lot of free PDFs for books and indie game, indie movies, indie music, because right now there are a lot of indie people who are doing gaming and filmmaking and music, doing everything. So a lot of people right now who are doing filmmaking and acting, they're learning how to do the indie games and learn how to do indie music because you can build your own game in your own studio by yourself and get it on a nice PC platform and even a game system platform. So that is the biggest thing that people are doing now. And so I'm going to go right into it. So time and space. There's a device that's going on right now that mess with the back of the brain. As you can look it up, there's an actual device you actually can purchase right now and check it out. And it's a VR headset with an actual device. So it's a headset like this, but it has the device on the back of it. Now, the back of the device is another piece, and another piece is mess with the back of the brain. So time and space screening, the same piece of the brain that they mess with on the movie The Matrix and the movie Time Machine. So you gotta watch Time Machine, the old Time Machine in 1960 when it was spinning. They talk about it, and they also talk about the movie Matrix, and they also already designed it. So they already designed one where you can buy, and it's a new virtual reality game system where you can play games and put TV in your mind. This is out right now. I'm telling y'all, I've been working with a lot of these a lot of these game things, or game programs, or different game things, and I notice a lot of different things. So a lot of people don't notice what's going on now. A lot of the game developers and game design and people who study electronics know about what's going on right now. There's a big commercial talking about the phone controlling your mind with the scene of the show, you know, right now. And then you got the rapper who name sound like Candy. He's actually trying to use the phone, the name on the or the names to use the thing on the phone. So they actually talk about the apps on that commercial, how the apps are actually controlling your mind, or they're able to control your mind right now. This is the real big thing right now, people. This is real. There are a lot of app people who know apps and stuff. If you got a coil in your phone that can spin your chakras, then you can actually use that to do stuff to your mind. So a lot of people are noticing it by separating and going back to some of these old flip phones. They're trying these old flip phones for a month, trying for 48 days, 30 days. If you're able to do it, some people have big businesses, big businesses that they use from their phone. You may notice that's why some of my stuff is a little certain way because I've been doing my experiments. So when I get back, I'm gonna try to make the videos look a little better. But other than that, there's software. A lot of people are getting into animation, indie gaming, and indie filmmaking. So I'm gonna put a lot of free PDFs up below. I'm gonna put a lot of PDFs, or not below this video. I'm just gonna put a video up, and it's gonna just say PDF. Just be looking out for that one, and it's gonna have a whole bunch of just PDFs of just acting and filmmaking, all that, just free good ones. Some of these are some real good ones. Shots, editing, gaming, music, and also, you know, try to separate from your box a little bit. Unplug when you sleep. Wi-Fi box, or just try, Ethernet. But the gaming is changing. The gaming is changing. So time and space screening. I got some good stuff. I got my animation selection coming up, a gaming selection coming up. But continue to grow. One love, one love, one love. So I'm telling people that the technology is changing fast. There are a lot of green indie technologists who are trying to stay ahead of this new technology wave that's going on. They're trying to be ahead of this new virtual reality thing that's coming out right now. They're trying to make games and trying to work with these different programs and different game systems before they come out. There are a lot of indie game system designers now. There are people who actually learn their computer and making their own game systems now. The theater industry is like going down. So now there are a lot of people who are actors or filmmakers who are getting into animation and video game where they can do it by themselves. They just need to learn how to animate and do stuff in their room. And then they're learning how to make these games, and they're sending them to different platforms like the Switches or your S4s, Xbox, different stuff like that. I actually witnessed and actually met a lot of people who've done this, and I actually learned to have had conversations with a lot of people who actually done this, and they actually broke down that they can do this. They have a sound studio, like a music studio. They'll sit there, do the animation right there, acting their voice, hey, 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 yeah, wow, wow, wow. And they actually will put it up on a platform like Steam and the other ones, and actually making money. And I was shocked because some of these people is just one person, indie game developers. You get indie people. You got people with Spotify. You got people with you know filmmaking. So there are a lot of people who notice the theater industry is changing, and we got Amazon is on the rise right now due to all the situations that are going on right now. But there are a lot of people who are trying to make sure they make money and budget off of their craft. Now, a lot of people like acting in theater, so they're trying to make more animation and get into indie gaming. So the indie gaming thing is real big right now. The 2D gaming, 3D gaming, because people will still play the Mario, people still play the Sonic, people still play Mortal Kombat, the old ones, and that's why the Mortal Kombat thing below on the other video. I'm probably gonna put it up below on the PDF. I'm just gonna put up a list of just different videos and stuff to help artists and actors and stuff grow. So space and time screening, one love. Now remember, this device, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put a list below. There's a game device right now that you can buy right now that is controlling the back of your head. It's a device that actually goes right in the back of the neck, and it actually is designed to give you a virtual reality game. So a lot of people who are playing this system, they're looking at Time Machine and with the Matrix like I'm doing. They're looking at these phones and these computers and they're breaking them open like, wow, that means this movie is real. Wow, that means this time machine was real. They built this a long time ago. Wow, Willy Wonka and the old school Willy Wonka, some of that seemed real with the Oompa Loompa. Yeah, some of that seemed real. Then they're like, wow, the Matrix is real. That needle thing is real. Wow, we actually worked on a project like that. So I'm actually been keeping up with the indie developers, indie game, because I was shocked. If you actually get a chance to experience it, you should check it out. If you ever seen the movie Indie, check it out. Actually witnessed a group of people who came together to outsmart somebody. You have to see how they think. The objective is to make something real small with something real little look real big and actually feel big, and they would do it so fast. So there are a lot of indie game developers, a lot of people who are actually trying to build their own headsets and stuff like that. Like they're trying to get ahead of the iPhone and get ahead of these different products and these different phones. People even trying to make their own phones now. So for all you indie developers, keep growing, keep growing. Indie gamers, indie musicians, indie artists, indie actors, keep growing. You can still act, you got gaming, you still got your own indie project, you got documentaries, you got so many different things. I'm put free classes up to help everybody grow. So one love, one love, one love, one love, one love. Continue to grow. Time and space screening. I got more coming. Bop, bop.